So a couple quick questions for you. What was the driving impetus for this film? What caused you to do it?
The film originated from a film group. We would meet once a week and talk about ideas about making a film, and each one of us was a director who would shoot their own version of the film. And I ended up with the theme was jealousy, and my color was yellow, and I ended up writing this film, which is how it originated. The inspiration of the story came from me trying to quit smoking and going through that struggle, blaming things, trying to figure out ways to get back to smoking, justifying it. And that's where the inspiration of the story came.
I guess one of the next questions would be, of course, what was one of the biggest pain points for this film? And actually, I can ask both of you. What was one of the most difficult things for you to overcome during the filming or making of this?
For me, it was putting Vince what he went through to to get every shot. But he can probably talk more about that.
Yeah, the most painful thing had to have been all the bike riding, because we made it a point to make sure that I never stood up when I rode the bike, because it would be much funnier if I'm struggling while sitting down. After the third day of shooting, my butt was so sore that when they're like, we got to do another biking, I wanted to cry. And then I actually ended up getting sick from all the sweat, because for some reason we picked the coldest week in California to film. I know. So I'm covered in water, just got sick as a dog. Good thing I didn't have any dialogue, though.
All right. For that, what was the most rewarding part of the making of this film?
To me, this script I had written in 2007, so I was always working on it. I always loved it. And to do the film without dialogue was one of the challenges I had. And to see it go from page to screen the way it did with the help I had and the way people reacted to it was just very positive for me, and made it all worth it.
There's a lot of bike riding, and the way that you were using the camera. Can you explain how? Did you have it mounted on there? Were the actors actually technically in charge? Were you worried about them potentially breaking a valuable piece of equipment?
Yeah, and of course, on our budget, a lot of that shit was shot without permits. So I had this special rig that would clamp on anywhere on the bike, and luckily the camera was small enough where it wasn't too heavy. But yeah, every time they would ride, I wasn't there, I was just hoping to get the shot, and every time they would ride off, my heart was just, if this camera falls, there goes several $1,000s out of my pocket. So.
And also, for some of the tracking shots we did while doing the bike riding, we just used a pickup truck. So we're riding along, and I'm trying to maintain the focal point, and it was just sucking in fumes from this car. But it was so funny to just see us doing what we were doing, this crew, just going around in a pickup truck, doing this film, looking like a bunch of morons. And it was so much fun.
Vince, there's a lot of times that you're drinking either eggs or a number of things. How many takes did that end up taking?
Well, there are two different instances where I drink a chocolate shake, and those are the only two times we shot those. We nailed them both each time, luckily, because we did them back to back. And for some reason, the theme of this film was me getting sick, because I pretty much wanted to die after those two shots. And luckily, we got it, made Garen laugh each time, so that's how I know it's a good take, if I make Garen laugh. So
Yeah, I don't think we could have done that another time, because after the second one, he was done. And the second reactions he was portraying, it was 90% was not even acting anymore. It was actual gags.
Awful.
Well, thank you guys for coming out. We're very happy to have you. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.